Okay, let us continue this blood. Now, erythroblastosis fetalis. It is one of the important diseases associated with the blood group, erythroblastosis fetalis. In some family, you can see that the first child will be delivered. The following child cannot be delivered in a live condition. Stillbirth may be there, abortion may be there. So the following child will not be in a live condition. So this disease will occur. The disease is called erythroblastosis fetalis. Why it occurs? The answer is, say, male, female. If the male is RH plus, see, in our blood group there is one other RH factor is there. Whenever RH factor has the antigen, we mark it as RH plus. It can be tested. So what type of blood I am having? A group with plus, that means A with RH plus, or B with RH minus, just like that. So RH plus, the plus indicates antigen is present. Suppose if the lady is RH minus, see, there are couples. The male is RH plus and the lady is RH minus, and the first child that is conceived, that is also RH plus. So this is a condition. So husband is plus, wife is minus, and the first child that is developed, conceived and developed is RH plus. This is a status. Okay. At that time, what will happen? During the conceivement, mother blood will go into the child blood. This is a normal course. But at the time of parturition, at the time of child birth, what will happen? The child blood will be exposed to mother's blood. Mother's blood. So what will happen? See, the first child will be delivered normally, but the blood will reach the mother's blood. The antigen blood reach the antigen free blood. So as a result, what will happen? An antibody RH plus will be developed inside the mother, inside the mother's blood. So when the first child is delivered, the child will be normal. It's quite normal. And when the child comes out, the child blood entering into the mother's blood, as a result, this antibody RH plus will be developed in the mother's blood. In the mother's blood. This will happen. Okay. Right. Now, this first delivery is over. Suppose in the next delivery, if the second child is also RH plus, the second child is also RH plus, what will happen? Here, the mother is having the anti-RH plus, the second child is having the RH plus. Therefore, when this blood, as usual, come in contact with the RH plus, the antibody will come in contact with the antigen and makes the coagulation and clotting. As a result, a blastosis will occur at the erythrocyte level and the fetus will be collapsed, gets aborted. So, because of the antibody present in the mother's blood, when it comes in contact with the RH plus of the second child, now what happens? This reaction will occur and the second child will not be developed, it gets aborted, or it may be delivered as a stillbirth. So this type of disease is called erythroblastosis fetalis. As long as anti-RH plus is present in the mother's blood, the next child, the third child, suppose if it is also RH plus, that child will not be generated or not be developed properly because of this immunological reaction. So this is the condition regarding erythroblastosis fetalis. Don't ask any other computations and permutations. This is the only one condition, that is father is plus, mother is minus, first child is plus. And if the second child is also plus, and the third child is also plus, the fourth child is also plus, the following child, all the child are plus, every child will be collapsed after the first child because of this formation of antibody RH plus. So that disease is called erythroblastosis fetalis. So what is the remedy for it? Because before going for marriage, most of them going for astrological comparison. No one is going for genetical comparison. Okay. And after getting married only, the husband the blood group and the lady blood group can be understood. Suppose if it is happening like that, now what happens, that is within the particular 48 to 70 hours, this developed anti-RH plus should be diluted, should be neutralized by the imported or by the domestic vaccines. That is also possible, so that we can prevent the collapse of the following children. So this condition is called erythroblastosis fetalis. It is connected with RH factor. Why it is called RH? It is a rhesus monkey, because it is found out in the rhesus monkey. That is why it is called RH factor. Okay, right. Now next. See, some miracles are going on in our body, and some magical incidents are going on then and there without our command. It is auto function. Suppose any damage occurred in the blood vessel, when the blood comes out, immediately what will happen? Within a few seconds or few minutes, the blood clots. It's a natural phenomena. And how it happens? So the blood clotting is a very important phenomena that is happened in our body, and here, that is, whenever an injury or a trauma occurs, immediately a coagulation or clotting is responded. This mechanism is to prevent excessive bleeding of blood from the body. Okay, now at the site of this clotting, you can see a colored scum. That color is called dark reddish brown scum. So when you see that after clotting at that particular site, you can see the blood will be looking like a dark reddish brown scum is developed. And how it happens? Next slide. See, for this clotting process, it's a major phenomena involving many factors, but I summarize with two reactions. Here vitamin K is required. With the help of vitamin K, prothrombin is generated in the blood, and this prothrombin will be converted into active thrombin by an enzyme called thrombokinase. There are different theories are there. Each theory will tell in a different way, but you just understand this particular theory, that is, one enzyme is acting on prothrombin and converting them into active thrombin. This active thrombin now converts the soluble fibrinogen, a plasma protein, and that soluble fibrinogen will be converted into insoluble fibrin, which forms like a network. In that network, all the RBC and WBC get entangled, and finally the blood clots. All these things happen within a few seconds, for which calcium also play a key role, and there are so many factors are involved, intrinsic and extrinsic factors, but as per your syllabus, you just understand these words: vitamin K, prothrombin, thrombin, thrombokinase, fibrinogen and fibrin. So without vitamin K, prothrombin is not generated. Without prothrombin, thrombin cannot be derived, and without thrombin, the soluble fibrinogen cannot be converted into fibrin. It may lead to a bleeding disorder. Okay, so this is the blood clotting process. Next. So in that blood clotting process, a series of enzymes are involved, and calcium ion is also playing a key role. Many enzymes are involved at each and every stage, but we just understand that many enzymes are involved and the type of action is called cascade. One route will be activating the next route will be activating the following route. Just like that, a cascade of activity will be going on, and the important ion plays a key role in this clotting is calcium ion. Next. Okay, so